Okay guys, I wouldn't say this was a exciting project for the bike, but I need it nonetheless. Went and picked this up on Amazon. Figured I'd just give you a quick look at it. It's nice and thick, considering the price what I paid for it, and got it within a week. Decent button, not much play in it, and decent amount of wiring that goes with it. Here's your connector. You can probably just cut that off. We're going to install it on the bike, and I'll take you along with me. And I'm hoping I can just put this underneath the Juntech, in between the brake and the throttle. It'll fit in there. I don't think I can't really put it on this side because I've already got one here. It'll be a little weird. So we'll put it on this side. We're going to have to loosen the throttle body. Not sure which one's what. Just eyeball it. Well, this is going to take a while to get it off. I'll save you from taking that off. Should be able to slip that right on. Hopefully. That was pretty painless. Oh, that sucks. I don't know if you could see that, but they should have had it dropped a little bit lower, so it would clear the throttle. If I mount it like that, the throttle's going to be too far away from the brake. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this without drummeling out the throttle. Yeah. Oh, I got an idea. This will leave a gap. We'll loosen off the brake and put it between the monitor or the LCD and the brake right in there, as I had originally planned. I'll find a Allen key for that. Yeah. Don't have anything in here big enough to do that. Oh, I do. Who knew? Oh, that'll work. Save me a lot of trouble. Okay, so we'll drop that in there like that. Put the brake back. Yeah, that'll work. And then the throttle. Okay, so I think we got a connector here. I believe this is the ground, and that's the positive. what we could do is just throw a battery on it and test it with the voltmeter just to be sure. Before we find a place to mount the horn. Voltmeter. Yeah, right, 20 volts. 12.2 volts. Alright, so that's what we want. So that's off the regulator. We got the wiring going through down to here. I'm gonna have to cut the tire wraps, unfortunately. I didn't have this done before. Gotta find a place to put this where it's out of the way. You can always bend the tab if I have to. Have it firing down. I don't know if I could set it in there if I straighten it right out, but then when you're riding around, it's going to be sitting there knocking. There. No. This is going to take a bit. I'm not going to be happy until it's in the right spot. It'll go right there. Let me figure it out. Now, one thing I couldn't find is the connectors for it. The issue with this horn here, well, this is a standard horn for an e-bike versus this one. If these connections are loose, when you go to use the horn, they'll basically arc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just solder the wires directly to the horn, which eliminates that problem, because I've had that problem in the past. I don't think that's going to give us any issues whatsoever. Plus it gets wet and everything else, and get corrosion in there. I don't feel like monkeying with it again. We're good. Yeah, let me get a move. Put a little bit of tape over it. I had to snap the plastic around it off because it was totally covering it, and I couldn't get at the tabs to solder it. I think I've had these horns for about a year. I ended up putting one in my Ninja bike, but then when I sold it, I left the horn in there. This was a spare one. Now, I don't know if this one actually even works properly. I should actually test it before I even put it on the bike. I remember one of them not working properly. I think the little screw that adjusts the diaphragm in the front had to be adjusted. But, we'll see with this one here. I have to go upstairs and let them know that I'm going to test it. Okay, before we wire this up, let's give it a quick test, just to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. I don't think the polarity is going to make a difference. Woo! That's loud. That'll get people's attention. Alright. Okay, so we know it works. This hole has already been put here. Well, it was already here before. And I don't feel like drilling any more holes in the bike, so I think we're going to use that. We're just going to mount it like that. Nothing too shabby. Down the road, maybe if I don't like it, I'll move it, but this will do for now. I think I got enough holes drilled in this frame and everything else. Okay, run the wires down through here. This is our horn or our button wire. That'll be put up like that. Then we'll send it through here and cut it. We're just doing a NASA connection there. Once we solder that, when they're wired together like that, they won't come apart once it's soldered. Negative, and that's your positive there. So we'll put this one on the negative. Now I'm hoping this switch, well, I mean, I'll do a follow-up if there's a problem with it, but I'm hoping this switch can take the amps, because sometimes the tabs inside the switch will stick, and you won't be able to turn the horn off. What I should do is I should actually put a blade fuse in between the circuit. So if the button sticks, then I can basically just pull the blade fuse. I'm not ripping wires. But let's give it a try. Oh yeah, sensitive. Sweet. Alright, I'm going to have to get the soldering gun down here. Jeez. You see that? There was a bug on the floor there. It's one of those centipedes that you're not supposed to kill because they kill spiders and that. And they give me the creeps. Shushed it away. It was running right up to my leg. They're definitely not cockroaches, and they do good for your house. Like, I get a lot of plants in here, and they eat the spiders. But I can't stand them, especially when you squish them in their legs, sit there and they move around. Kind of trips me out. All right, I think we're done. I think we are done. That's the quick and dirty, basically. Just going to wrap some electrical tape around these connections when they cool down and tuck it in. I'll cut these 2 tie wraps and we're good to go. I'll give it one more test just to be sure. Everybody upstairs been warned. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people are going to hear that. Make sure the throttle works. Yeah. Sweet. Yep. Till the next one, guys.